heat waves on the runway. As the wheels set down, he takes his baggage off the carousel. He takes a taxi into town. Yellow schools of taxi fishes joining a ticking whale, caught up at the lights in the fishnet windows of Bloomingdale's, watching those high fashion girls, skinny black models with raving curls, and beauty parlor blondes with credit card eyes, looking for the chic and the fancy to buy. He opens up his suitcase in the Continental Suite, and people 20 stories down, colored currents in the street. A copter lands on the Pan Am roof like a dragonfly on a tomb, and businessmen in button-downs press into conference rooms. Battalions of paper-minded males talking commodities and sales, while at home their paper wives and their paper kids paper the walls to keep their gut reactions hidden. Yellow checkers for the kitchen, climbing ivy for the bath. She is lost in house and gardens. He's caught up in chief of staff. He drifts off into the memories of the way she looked in school, with her body oiled and shining at the public swimming pool. Shining hair and shining skin, shining as she reeled him in to tell him like she did today just what he could do with Harry's house and Harry's take-home pay. The big man arrives, disco dancers greet him, plainclothes cops greet him, small town big man, fresh lipstick glistening, sophomore jive from victims of typewriters. The band sounds like typewriters. Big man, he's not listening. His eyes hold Edith, his left hand holds his right. What does that hand desire that he grips it so tight? crimes and his glories to her. In challenge they look on. Women he has taken grow old too soon. He tilts their tired faces gently to the spoon. Edith in his bed, a plane in the rain is humming. The wires in the walls are hung. Some song, some mysterious song. Bars in her head, beating frantic and snowblind, romantic and snowblind. She says his crime belongs. Edith and the Kingpin, each with charm to sway, are staring eye to eye. They dare not look away. You know they dare not look away. Downtown, the darling dime store thief. In the war of independence, rock and roll rang sweet as victory. Under neon signs, a girl was in bloom, and a woman was fading in a suburban room. I said, take me to the dance, do you want to dance? I love to dance. And I told him, they don't take chances, they're so removed from romance. They've been broken in churches and schools and molded to middle-class circumstance. And we were rolling, rolling, rock and rolling. Downtown, the dance halls and cafes, and so wild you could break somebody's heart just doing the latest dance craze. Gail and Louise in push-up brassieres, tight dresses and rhinestone rings, drinking up the band's beers. Young love was kissing under bridges, kissing in cars, kissing in cafes. And they were walking down Main Street, kisses like bright flags hung on holidays. In France a kiss on Main Street, amour, mama, a cheap display. And we were rolling, rolling, rock and rolling. Downtown in the pinball arcade, with his head full of pool hall pitches and songs from the hit parade, he'd be singing bye bye love and racking up free play. Let those rock and roll choir boys come and carry us away. Sometimes Chicky had the car, or Ron had the car, or Leadfoot Melvin with this hot quiet. We'd all go looking for a party, looking to raise Jesus up from the dead. And I'd be kissing in the backseat, thrilling to the brando like things he said. And we were rolling, rolling, rock and rolling. Rolling, rolling, rock and rolling. horses on duty jars. Oh, somewhere with your wings on time, you must be laughing. Behind our eyes, calendars of our lives, circled with compromise. Sweet bird of time and change, you must be laughing. Upon your feathers laughing. Cities under the sand, power, ideals, and beauty, fading in everyone's hands. Give me some time, I feel like I'm losing mine, out here on this horizon. Spinning in the sky, forever rushing. No one knows, they can never get that close. Guesses at most. Guesses based on what each set of time and change is touching. Guesses based on what each set of time and change is touching. Guesses based on what each set of time and change is touching. Guesses based on what each set of time and change is touching. Guesses based on what each set of time and change is touching. Guesses based on what each set of time and change is touching. Out of the flames like Catholic saints come Scarlett and her deep complaint, mimicking tenderness she sees in sentimental movies. A celluloid rider comes to town, cinematic lovers swing, plantations and sweeping ballroom gowns take her breath away. Out in the wind in crinolands, chasing the ghosts of Gable and Flynn, through stand-in boys and extra players, magnolias hopeful in her auburn hair. She comes from a school of southern charm. She likes to have things her way. Any man in the world holding out his arm would soon be made to pay. Friends have told her not so proud. Neighbors trying to sleep and yelling not so loud. Lovers in anger, block of ice. Harder and harder just to be nice. Given in the night to dark dreams. From the dark things she feels, she covers her eyes in the X-rated scenes, running from the reals. Beauty and madness to be praised. It is not easy to be brave, to walk around in so much greed, to carry the weight of all that need. Dressed in stolen clothes, she stands, cast iron and frail, with her impossibly gentle hands and her blood-red fingernails. Out of the fire and still smoldering, she says, a woman must have everything. Shades of scarlet conquering, she says, a woman must have everything. Every picture has its shadows, and it has some source of light. Blindness, blindness and sight. The perils of benefactors, the blessings of parasites. Blindness, blindness and sight. Threatened by all things, devil of cruelty, drawn to all things, devil of delight, mythical devil of the ever-present loss, covenant blindness, blindness and sight. Suntans in reservation dining rooms, pale miners in their lantern rays, night, night and day. hostage smiles on presidents, freedom scribbled in the subway. It's like night and day, threatened by all things, God of cruelty, drawn to all things, God of delight, mythical God of the everlasting laws, governing day, day and night. Critics of all expression, judges in black and white, saying it's wrong, saying it's right. Compelled by prescribed standards or some ideals we fight for wrong, wrong and right. Threatened by all things, man of cruelty, drawn to all things, man of delight, man of the laws, the ever broken laws, governing wrong, wrong and right, governing wrong, wrong and right, wrong and right. It's a long way from Canada, a long way from snow chains, donkey vendors slicing coconut, no power to their names. Black babies covered in baking flour, the cook's got a carnival song, played on some place shady with Dreamland coming on. Dreamland, 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 Dreamland. Walter Raleigh and Chris Columbus come marching out of the waves and claim the beach and all concessions in the name of the sun-tanned slaves. I wrapped their flag around me like a Dorothy Lamour sarong and laid down thinking national, Dreamland coming on. Dreamland, 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 Dreamland. Good time Larry and a fortune hunter, all dressed up, follow the drums, Mary in a feather hula hoop, misfortune with a rose on her big game gun. All saints, all sinners shining, heed those trumpets all night long, propped up on a samba beat with Dreamland coming on. Dreamland, 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 Dreamland. green shoes full of tropic sand, wrapped up in a foreign flag, on the arm of my mother man. The hawk howls in New York City, 6-foot strips on Myrtle's lawn, as we push the recline buttons down with Dreamland coming on. Dreamland, 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 Dreamland. Sand on the trade winds and the sun on the Amazon, as we push the recline buttons down with Dreamland coming on. Dreamland, Dreamland, Dream, 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 Dreamland. Down in the cellar in the Boho zone, I was looking for some sweet inspiration. Oh well, just another hard time band with Negro affectations. I was hopeful in rooms like this when I was working cheap. It's an old romance, the Boho Dance. It hasn't gone to sleep, but even on the scuffle, the cleaning press was in my jeans, and any eye for detail caught a little lace along the seams. And you were in the parking lot, subterranean by your own design. The virtue of your style inscribed on your contempt for mine. Jesus was a beggar, rich in grace, and Solomon kept his head in all his glory. Just that some steps outside the Boho Dance have a fascination for me. A camera pans the cocktail hour behind a blind of parted palms. A lady in a Paris dress with runs in her nylons. You read those books where luxury comes like a guest to take a slave, where artists in noble poverty go like virgins to the grave. But don't get sensitive on me, I can tell you're just too proud. You couldn't step outside the Boho Dance now, even if good fortune allowed. Like a priest with a pornographic watch, looking and longing on the slide. Sure, it's stricken from your nights were never really mine. Now that mine is Flanagan's. I was alone and sickly, it was a quarter of a moonlit night. I heard him cry through my window shade and filled me so full of fright. But I could not turn my back on him, I put on the back porch light. Can I help you, said the good Samaritan. Can I help you, said the good Samaritan. I brought him bread and a blanket, but I told him you can't come in here. You can sleep outside in the tool shed or a little rain comes in there. Well, I don't know you, you're a stranger to me, no, I don't know where you've been. You can't come in here, said the keeper of the inn. I don't want you in here, said the keeper of the inn. Couldn't sleep for the thinking, you know, the night got so insane. I thought maybe he was an angel and I left him out in the rain. Oh, and what if he was the devil? He'll be coming after me again. But when I woke in the weary morning, he was gone. When I woke in the weary morning, he was gone. I thought maybe he was an angel and I left him out in the rain. Oh, and what if he was a devil? He'll be coming after me again. When I woke in the weary morning, he was gone. 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 When I woke in the morning, gone.